favor the Shadow Blade instead, and he's getting such good value out of it so far. I mean, he's 527 at the moment. He's had, I think it's at least 3, maybe 4 kills to do with the Shadow Blade as a direct. To keep good control on the map so far. You're not getting that many towers. I mean, they've still got tier 1 mid at the 19-20 minute mark, and of course you're even on towers right now. I mean, you should be ahead with EHOME's lineup. That's how you planned it, right? You've got so much push potential coming out from them. You've got the anti-push of Tinker, but you should be able to find him and snipe him out. The problem is, Tinker, despite the bad lane phase, getting good farm now. Second highest in net worth. CTY barely keeping that from him. Probably won't for long at this rate. They really need some track kills. They really need Bounty to come through this, but Bounty can't deliver everything. Of course, you need the damage there. With Eclipse's constant aggression, they're just not giving EHOME even a moment to figure this out. Well, Old Chicken does now have the Echo Saber, but he's going to need a lot more than this. He's going to go for a Roche. He's picking it out. I mean, they've got Beastmaster as well as Dragon Knight. They have got the damage, but it's not going to be a quick one. And oh no, Innocent's caught again in the same location. Mercy, please. Does he not get any break here? Sepp. He's going to get hit by the Ice Blaster now. H-Dapper stay alive for a moment. The final love tap from Minion. There's the pull in by Old Chicken. They put the Primal Run out. No, there goes the Static Storm down. Chaos Knight loses a lot of HP. Can't get the Phantasm off. He's going to die off by the looks of it. Going to try and move away. Nice Dragon Tail by CTY. Covering his team as they move away. Shadow taking a lot of damage. Oh, the Shuriken tosses. As multiple targets has been tracked up in the middle of this fight. And they're getting pretty low. They will. There's this use of the Glimpse back. CTY, the Spirit Vessel, really screwing him over this game. And they will move away quickly because Eclipse, they know how quickly it's going to turn against them with the tracks. And they don't want to try their luck. They will heal up though, thanks to that Spirit Vessel being so damaged. Up on the back foot, so piece to piece, Eclipse trying to take more. Maybe a bit greedy here as EHOME do pull the gold a little bit back in their favor. And look at that gold exchange, almost 2,000 net worth changing hands. And it looks like they're going to go for the Roshan. CTY the only one dead. They still got to melt through this Roche quickly. There won't be a response in time by the looks of them. They're TPing the Night Stalker now, but Faith, he needs to back off right now, getting so damn low. And there we go, they'll stick the Urn out. There's the Aegis going to Old Chicken, but they're going to lose Bounty on here. HYM melted off so quickly to Mini. And why Innocence? He's next on the hit list. Mini's going to tap him in the face. They need to get the Shrine quickly, but it's not actually up for 200 seconds. And CTY hold Old Chicken. Going to try and control up Night Stalker, but needs to move away because Shadow's hit. Move away quickly before you're back up. And all that work for the Roshan just to have most of your team dead. That's got to hurt. Eclipse, they take back what they lost in the previous. And it's going to be more. But wait, there's more. Eclipse already pushing to that mid lane. Going to club down the tower. I don't know if they go for high ground here. H-Dapper should have Phantasm in seconds. So probably going to take the tier 2 here and then start because of the health, but also from the armor that Yasha gives, as well as the attack speed. Just allowing you to stand your ground. Keep an eye on things, but you don't know where the sentries anymore. There are a lot of sentries coming out from Eclipse constantly, but EHOME, they smoke up, they want to find stuff, and Bounty is trying to find them stuff in this process, but Eclipse just dodging him out, seemingly mid lane here. The bird will give them vision, but it won't give them vision of the smoke, of course, as they do stay invis here. There you go, procs and jump straight in. CTY going on and dying. There's the Ice Blast coming through. Gonna hit all the Marble Heroes. No, Night's still gonna move away just in time. The Static Storm was complete blow. CTY gonna turn straight around on Undying, melt him off almost instantly, and they Chaos Knight, he's looking at this as the TP completes, and god damn it, Hyde SP coming out with a big place there as he does grab a hold of poor little Faith before he can get away. And now, well, 3 cores dead. That sounds like a tier 3 mid to me. Shadow gonna hit this tower so hard and so fast. They glyph, but honestly, you're dead for 20 seconds at the minimalist on the Chaos Knight, and even when he's up, you can stay here. You're only concerned if Dragon Knight and the Beast are up as well. I mean, you got the Ice Blast, but looks like Ancient Apparition trying to get as far away as possible to set up for this. Whether they're going to be able to do something, I'm not so sure. Chaos Knight doesn't have his Phantasm for 80 seconds, and they know it. The Eclipse going to go straight for the melee racks and probably hang around for the range as well. And then you just head straight top, because that's already pushed in. No, they're not going to be greedy here. They'll take the melee racks and move away. But there is pressure on the top lane as well, so that's going to get down to about half HP before the creeps get pushed away. And now, well, there's a chase factor. Oh, HYM glimpse back before he can TP out as he gets smoked up, dusted up there. And the celebrations by Sepp as he dances for victory. Claims himself another kill. But I've got to give it Sepp, and Sepp's been on the mark with these tombstones, and actually Hyde just out of this world with the glimpses at the moment, just always finding them, always trapping them before they can TP away, and it's a big deal because it's really been screwing over the side of EHOME as a result. I mean, it's a 12k net width lead now for Eclipse, and with that mid lane, with them taking the melee racks, you know it's always going to be pushed against you now. They're trying to clear the ancients to get a little bit of gold here, because they know they need the BKBs. We said before, it's a big crucial factor. I don't think anyone should write EHOME off yet. Once they get the BKBs online, they are actually quite scary, but Chaos Knight, he doesn't care about BKB. He's actually going straight for a heart here. Oh, sorry, no, he's going to get BKB first, and then into the heart. As I was saying, I don't think you can actually escape. You can't really skip the BKB this game. Beastmaster's going to go for the Blink Dagger, does almost have it right now. Acknowledging there's no way in hell he's going to be able to split push with the Necronomicons. And get them to level 3 for the Invis Revelation is not easy to do. But Eclipse, night timed up, and well, look at EHOME. They move straight back in their base, no hesitation. Like, nope, don't want to be here. Don't know what you're talking about. But Eclipse, they sneak in the deep ward. And that'll help when they push on the bot lane, which Tinker's now working on. They know they're going to get the top lanes. EHOME are pushing that out with the creeps. Good old Beastmaster doing his thing. Do your thing! Of course, this ball actually hits pretty hard. Hits for about 100. So he went for the ball damage, right? Yeah, 40 ball damage. It's typically better than the 7 armor, I think. As Beastmaster, you're either strong enough to stay in the fight. I don't think with this much magic damage, having 7 extra armor is really going to save you. As right now, I'd say his biggest concern is actually how much damage he takes from the magic. And of course, even the tiny factor, usually he's clobbering on someone else just hitting you up the cleave. But they do have the BKB now on Chaos Knight. And Dragon Knight having it as well. These are 10-second BKBs, so if they catch Eclipse in the right scenario, it's going to be big kills. But, oh, Ancient Apparition. No escape for him. But there's a Chaos Knight ult going straight in. Looking for Night Stalker. Does BKB up to chase on them more. They've got the track as well, but it's nighttime. Mini moves so damn fast. They're going to pull him back in, slow him for a moment, but no stun available. Old Chicken actually getting pretty low in Shadows going in. This is a 10-second BKB. Can't get the stun off in time. They turn around and actually kill him. Also killing off Bounty Hunter. That's going to be 3 kills. Double kill for Ghost there. And Eclipse, they say, what a wonderful mid lane. We love that. The glimpse back. Blink away just in time by Faith. You will escape. But look at the rocket flares coming out. Oh no, heat seeking missiles doing too much here. Faith get pretty low. There's the final tap. He does throw out the stun. But CTY tries to tank up. Here goes BKB mode. But now taking too much damage. He needs to move away really quickly here. Does have the arm that needs to use it very quick. BKB would get him just back to farm, but no, the glimpse out, perfectly timed by Hyde. It's a team wipe, and GG called. EHOME have had enough. Game 1 goes to Eclipse. And honestly, you know, we said it. EHOME, they weren't quite out of it. The BKBs needed to be big, but they didn't use them big. They got kited out perfectly by Eclipse. They chose to fight at nighttime. They knew they couldn't let their supports go down without a fight, or they were going to lose a lane. So Eclipse completely capitalized on the nighttime. They're not able to actually catch the Night Stalker. Not the best choice at nighttime, by the way, anyway. The tankiest member of the side of Eclipse. And on top of that, honestly, you needed this snowball through in the mid game for EHOME because of the Bounty Hunter. Like, honestly, they picked up the track. They picked it into the push. You could tell the lineup was very push central. But, I mean, you've got to give a lot of credit to the side of Eclipse. Tinker on Ghost, keeping those lanes pushed out really well. Shadow finding so many kills with the ironic Shadow Blade in the mid game. And well, game 1 goes the way of Eclipse, but don't you worry, guys. EHOME not out of this just yet if you're an EHOME fan. And Eclipse, they edge ever closer to a chance to slay IGV. But let's see if they can actually close it out, or if we'll go to the best of 3. Best 2 game coming up in just a few minutes.
storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on. Turns to sun rays, and on and them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go.
Give me reasons to doubt, try to keep me down, but I'll put the flame out, you can't get to me. Throw your sticks and your stones, go break all of my bones, you won't ache my soul, you can't get to me. And there is no barricade that I can tear away. Shoot me down, but fire away, away. But I'm a heavyweight, I'm a heavyweight, I'm a heavyweight, I'm a push me down to the ground. What goes around comes around. You won't put the flame out, you can't get to me. Say what you wanna say, go take it all away, but I'm here to stay, no you can't get to me. And there is no barricade that I can tear away. Shoot me down, but fire away, away. But I'm a heavyweight, I'm a heavyweight, I'm a heavyweight, I'm a heavyweight.
favor the Shadow Blade instead, and he's getting such good value out of it so far. I mean, he's 527 at the moment. He's had, I think it's at least 3, maybe 4 kills to do with the Shadow Blade as a direct. To keep good control on the map so far. You're not getting that many towers. I mean, they've still got a tier 1 mid at the 19-20 minute mark. And of course, you're even on towers right now. I mean, you should be ahead with EHOME's lineup. That's how you planned it, right? You've got so much push potential coming out from them. You've got the anti-push of Tinker, but you should be able to find him and snipe him out. The problem is, Tinker, despite the bad lane phase, getting good farm now. Second highest in net worth. CTY barely keeping that from him. Probably won't for long at this rate. They really need some track kills. They really need Bounty to come through this, but Bounty can't deliver everything. Of course, you need the damage there. With Eclipse's constant aggression, they're just not giving EHOME even a moment to figure this out. Well, Old Chicken does now have the Echo Saber, but he's going to need a lot more than this. He's going to go for a Roche. He's picking it out. I mean, they've got Beastmaster as well as Dragon Knight. They have got the damage, but it's not going to be a quick one. And oh no, Innocent's caught again in the same location. Mercy, please. Can he not get any break here? Sep. He's going to get hit by the Ice Blast, and now H-Dapper stay alive for a moment. The final love tap from Minion. There's the pull in by Old Chicken. They put the Primal Run out. No, there goes the Static Storm down. Chaos Knight loses a lot of HP. Can't get the Phantasm off. He's going to die off by the looks of it. Going to try and move away. Nice Dragon Tail by CTY, covering his team as they move away. Shadow taking a lot of damage. Oh, the Shuriken tosses as multiple targets has been tracked up in the middle of this fight, and they're getting pretty low. They will. This is the use of the Glimpse back. CTY, the Spirit Vessel, really screwing him over this game. And they will move away quickly because Eclipse, they know how quickly this can turn against them with the tracks, and they don't want to try their luck. They will heal up though, thanks to that Spirit Vessel being so damaged. Up on the back foot, so piece to piece, Eclipse trying to take more, maybe a bit greedy here as EHOME do pull the gold a little bit back in their favor. And look at that gold exchange, almost 2,000 net worth changing hands, and it looks like they're gonna go for the Roshan. CTY the only one dead. They still got melt through this Roche quickly. There won't be a response in time by the looks of them. They're TPing the Night Stalker now, but Faith, he needs to back off right now, getting so damn low. And there we go, they'll stick the urn out. There's the Aegis gun, Old Chicken, but they're going to lose Bounty on here. HYM melted off so quickly to Mini. And Y Innocence, he's next on the hit list. Mini's going to tap him in the face. They need to get the shrine quickly, but it's not actually up for 200 seconds. And see, Old Chicken going to try and control up Night Stalker, but needs to move away because Shadow's here. Move away quickly before you're back up. And all that work for the Roshan just to have most of your team dead. That's got to hurt. Eclipse, they take back what they lost in the previous. And it's going to be more. But wait, there's more. Eclipse already pushing on that mid lane. Going to club down the tower. I don't know if they go for high ground here. H-Dapper should have Phantasm.
is so short. Don't fall in like the mirrors. I wanna be brave like you. From my heart, don't fall in like the mirrors. Oh, give me your strength. So life is so short. Don't fall in like the mirrors. I wanna be brave like you. Can look back, but will not come back. Can be afraid, it's time after time. So once again, I'm hiding in my room. The peaceful times have made us bright. So you can fly, you never tried. You told me oh long ago, but you left for a time again. So more than ever it's real. It was like a nightmare, it's painful me, cause nobody want to die too fast. Remember day for green and it's strange for me. I could see your face, I could hear your voice. Remember day we met and it's painful me, cause nobody wants to die too fast. Remember day we dream and it's painful me. I could see your face, I could hear your voice. It was like a nightmare that is painful me, cause nobody wants to die too fast. Remember day we breathe, now it's changed for me. I can see your face, I can hear your voice. Remember day we met and it's painful me, cause nobody wants to die too fast. Remember day we dream and it's painful me. I can see your face, I can hear your voice.
Are you a real villain?
Well, technically, nah.
Have you ever caught a good guy, like a real superhero?
Nah.
Have you ever tried a disguise?
Nah.
All right. I can see that I will have to teach you how to be villains. Now listen closely. Here's a little lesson in trickery. This is
Ladies and gentlemen, Welcome back to the Prodota Cup Series lower bracket finals China region. We have just got into the drafting phase of Game 2 between Eclipse and EHOME. Eclipse taking Game 1 in the end by a landslide, ironically involving Tiny. And we'll actually do so again as they pick it up once more. Shadow was very comfortable in this hero, did a lot in the mid game. It'll be interesting to see if they can do the same. EHOME already choosing to bring out the Razor. Quite tanky individual, of course, an anti-carry as well. Should be able to sap a lot of the danger damage away from Tiny. But ban phase, honestly, we see Eclipse do the same thing. They ban out real good comfort heroes for Faith mainly, with the Omni Knight and the Enchantress ban. Two heroes that Faith has been pretty damn big on recently. And you'll actually see EHOME choose to ban out the last time first choice, which is the Bounty Hunter, as well as the Night Stalker they had to deal with last game, and the Brewmaster. So Brewmaster and Omni Knight pretty much two just pivotal heroes that always get banned out. We see it's very rare they go through, and if they do, they get picked almost instantly. But Eclipse, they do actually choose to go for the Treant Protector, so looking to make sure that EHOME can't get their hands on many towers, even though they've got their hands on a Razor. And just make sure that in these fights they're able to keep the Tiny alive, I think is the main thing here for them. But EHOME, I like this bigger Tusk. I do. It works pretty well. EHOME's Tusk will sync up really well with the Razor. And of course, just sharding off, allowing Razor to just sap even more damage away from a target and potentially lock in for a kill. But we will see EHOME ban out the Queen of Pain. So it'll be interesting to see if they're going to go for the Dragon Knight again. I can't imagine so. Theoretically, they could. If they want to do for the push lineup, it's a decent choice. The problem is you have to deal with the Treant now. So if you don't take the towers, they're going to be healed up by the time you return every time. And Medusa, the ban from Eclipse. Really don't want to deal with this game. Of course, Medusa is pretty good at just standing in the middle of the big fights. Just pushing your push back against you and essentially stopping you in your track. So if you want to gain traction, it's usually a good idea to ban out things like Medusa. And Eclipse looking to do exactly that. EHOME will ban out the Disruptor though. Did cause them a lot of pain last time. High playing out of his mind on that Disruptor with fantastic top level glimpses that really did secure them the pushes into the base of EHOME. So no real surprise that they got rid of that. Honestly, if they left that in, I would have been shocked. Of course, EHOME didn't, well, honestly, Eclipse could have chosen it first, but because if you wanted I don't think they would have wanted the Disruptor personally, right? Like, you've got the Treant Protector being picked, which no one would have anticipated there. So to be likely to get the Disruptor, I don't think so. In fairness, once you see the Treant, I can understand why you get rid of the Disruptor. They do sync up really well. Of course, you got the Root, you got the Glimpse, you got the slows coming out, so the kinetic field control pretty much always like to net you a kill in the Tiny lane, because of course Tiny hits very hard, and so does Treant. Treant, one of the hardest hits at the start of the game, and you should never underestimate that. But it's very likely EHOME are going to be keeping an eye out for Tree. If he's not showing the lane, they will probably have someone guarding mid when the courier comes in, or more likely just actually bringing the courier to the tier 2 and then having a support run that stuff to the mid laner, because of course Treant's favourite thing to do really is of course sniping out couriers. Same Bounty Hunters. Actually, I don't really see bounties do it that much these days, I'd say. EHOME are going to choose to go with the Beastmaster again. They want to get Faith a comfortable hero before he gets banned out on that, because of course there is one more ban left. Eclipse already getting rid of the Timbersaw. Not really too surprising, of course, a very dangerous hero to have to deal with when you're playing on the Treant. But what will Eclipse now respond with? They need to get second support, they need a mid laner, and they need an off laner. Or they might actually choose to run this aggressive again and have Tiny in the off lane with two supports just pushing hard. Actually, in fairness, full-on tri-lanes don't happen as much nowadays. Typically what you see is you see the rotations down for a tri-lane every once in a while, and then of course you have your second support guarding mid. It seems very popular, especially amongst the Chinese teams at the moment, to actually stick one of your supports in the mid lane and just trying to harass out the enemy hero. And to that degree, Undying would be a great choice here. I can see Undying working quite well with Eclipse. The only problem is you limit the amount of stuns you've got other than the Tiny. I mean, the Root's not bad, but it's not really going to get you much more in there in terms of hits and such. And going full strength lineup,
Winter Wyvern.
it does have its downsides. Winter Wyvern going to be the choice for Eclipse though. I actually like this. There's a lot of heal coming out. So maybe Eclipse choosing to go for something maybe a little bit more squishy, maybe a glass cannon type. I could see them maybe choosing something along the lines of Templar Assassin to a degree. I'm just worried about the likes of Razor there, not to mention the Primal Roar. But they do have a lot of saves, so that's a possibility. They might choose to go with the Tinker again on the side of Eclipse. That would work quite well here. Of course, you've got loads of ways to keep him alive and just sustain around him. Alternatively, maybe you go for something like the Faceless Void or the Lifestealer here. Lifestealer not bad when you got the Tiny Bomb, but then where would you stick him? Would you stick the Tiny Mid in that scenario? I think that'd be a bit dangerous, maybe, especially against a Razor. Morphling, though, I don't think we've seen Morphling yet, so I feel like that could work for Eclipse right now. They've got a lot of heals, and of course, I'd say Treant Protector, probably one of the best healers for Morphlings. But maybe a risky play. I mean, we haven't actually seen either of these teams commit to a Morphling pick all tournament, so I'd be quite surprised if they actually turned around and done that now. Well, you'll see the Jakiro pick for EHOME. These are two very powerful supports. Tusk with the control factor, just able to trap people in. Of course, Jakiro, you can't underestimate that magic damage that comes out of that guy with the dual breath and the liquid fire. Mirana going to be the pick for Eclipse. So me and Mirana online and ready to rock. They've got the root, they've got slows, they've got stuns, they've got tosses. They've got everything they need to hit the marks with these arrows, really. It's not as reliable as a Shadow Demon or Bane, but it's going to be very hard to escape, especially with the root into the slow from Winter's Curse. Sorry, not Winter's Curse, Arctic Bird. Final ban is actually Batrider by EHOME. Pretty concerned about a single target focus out. So maybe they're going to go for something that can spike a lot of damage in this mid game as well. Razor, of course, himself not too bad. And I think that's what I'd actually say. Against what Eclipse have, they have a lot of heal, but things like Cold Embrace are really exploitable by Razor just to sap damage away the static link. And Phantom Lance is the final pick for Eclipse. I like this. I wonder if EHOME will now choose to go for something like a Sven and stick the Razor in the mid lane. I think you kind of have to. Razor doesn't do too bad against Mirana. They both don't have the best right-click damage. You can force out the leaps easily with static links, but of course you won't steal much damage. Maybe you get about 7 to 10 damage stolen, which isn't too bad, actually, because Mirana doesn't hit very hard to begin with. And Broodmother's going to be the pick for EHOME. Very interesting. So CTY on the Broodmother, that's going to be the answer to the Phantom Lancer. And this is EHOME once again, looking towards that early game push out. If they can't take controllers early, I think they're going to struggle just like they did last game, because their lineup, while it does have an anti-carry to it, when you're up against Phantom Lancer, if Shadow gets a quick defusal like he did in the series against Rock, he's going to be really scary. And that's why I'll say, actually, probably the best player of Phantom Lancer this tournament, actually I think he might only be the only player of Phantom Lancer this tournament, is got to be Shadow. He played fantastically against Rock. Let's see if he can actually repeat this. I think they're going to take him to the off lane and of course back him up with support, stick Tiny in the safe lane on Mini. And actually, no, they had Tiny that game as well, so pretty much replicating. Ghost the only difference in terms of the cores to that game. And Mirana looking as clueless as ever there. She just doesn't look like she knows where she's like, I don't know what's going on, but this is fabulous. So, we are ready to begin, guys. About to get into game 2 of a best of 3 between EHOME and Eclipse. Eclipse 1 game up at the moment. Let's see if EHOME can pull back into this, or if Eclipse are going to run away with the series. And we will see Mini on that Tiny as we were talking about. So typically the position 3. Mini can flex in this regard. Does like to play Tiny a lot. Sep going to be on that Treant Protector. You're going to see the mid lane occupied by Ghost of the Mirana. Hyde SP taking up the selfless position 5 Winter Wyvern. And of course there's going to be Shadow on his infamous Phantom Lancer. Meanwhile, Faith going to be comfortable on the Beastmaster for the 2nd game in a row. It worked reasonably well for him. They just couldn't come online hard enough. I think it's going to be crucial for them to actually get their hands on the Necronomicon this game. Also going to see HYM in that POS 5. Oh, not POS 5, POS 4 Jakiro. Will be supporting Faith in this offlane. Should be able to do a lot of harassment between the two of them, especially with the benefits of the attack speed that's going to go for Jakiro. Hitting for a healthy 57 to begin with. You're going to see Old Chicken on the Razor in the safe lane. We see Razor typically taken safe over mid nowadays, mainly because the change to his movement speed, actually, that's the biggest reason. He doesn't actually move that fast now. 289, the change to agility here has actually hurt him, and you can feel it. You can definitely feel it. When I've played this hero, you feel like a granny with a Zimmer frame. Honest to God, you actually get tempted to go ahead and build a Windlace just to make the difference, but we'll see how he does. We'll see Treant Protector coming out with that early ward, just getting coverage and making sure they can't pull here. And of course, Tusk is going to be manned in that POS 5 role by Innocence. Finally, maybe less conventional, but becoming a little bit more popular these days, CTY on the Broodmother in the mid lane. One of the few melee heroes that likes to do this sort of thing. The problem is, of course, we see it time and time again, and Tiny already predicting where the Brood is going to be here, by the way. When you are up against a Tiny as a Broodmother, you're going to struggle to keep your your spiders alive. The last game we saw this matchup, of course, both the heroes got good farm, and actually eventually the Broodmother's team took it away. But if Mini can just nullify... Oh, no, they're not even going to bother with it. They're going to go, okay, old chicken in the mid lane up against Mini, and they're going to stick the Brood up against the Mirana. Definitely a more favourable choice for them. Or are they? They seem really unsure. Look at these swaps. Straight away, like, nope. I mean, we're saying, right, Razor won't be able to get his hands on Mirana easily. Are they swapping again? Are they actually swapping again? They're swapping again. Okay, EHOME are going to try and get a kill here. They know they have to get a kill here because they've done so many swaps and they've chosen to walk Razor up. They kind of have to find someone here. So there's the snowball in. They're going to go for the static link, trying to kill off Mini. Of course, he did level into the tree grab. I don't think they got enough damage to kill him here, though. And mistakes made. They should have leveled the ice shard there, so wasted opportunity. Old chicken is here. CTY should be going mid. And actually, Tusk mid now. What is going on in this game? EHOME don't look like they know what they're doing right. Well, that's unfair. They seem a bit really committed to making sure they get the best lanes. I mean, they're probably feeling the pressure. You know, they are 1-0 on the score right now against them. But Old Chicken, are they really committing this much to making sure Midi doesn't get any farm? They're committing 2 cores. Finally, CTY will move towards the mid lane after he finishes farming. Oh my god, they've done it again. This is ridiculous. I have never seen... Honestly, they're changing lanes more times than the crossdresser changes clothes. This is insane. Right, I think... Are you guys happy now? Eclipse, EHOME? Yeah? Nodding your heads? You happy? You're going to have to just accept that CTY is going to have to face off against Mini here. Oh my god. The only lane that hasn't been involved in this juggler round is Faith, the only heroes rather, is Faith and Shadow. The supports have rotated enough. So, now that we stabilised, this is 3 against 2 in the bot lane. And actually, if you look at the last hit so far, no surprise that they're likely to be quite high up there. Phantom Lancer and Beastmaster doing reasonably well. CTY, of course, they let him have those early creeps, so not doing too bad. Same with Mirana, actually. Mirana just behind Broodmother right now. Oh, first blood in the bot lane as they jump on the tree. They'll pay with a Tusk in return. And my god, I'm so confused by those lanes. We miss out on the first blood. They did claim the tree just before the Tusk died, though. So nicely done by EHOME to capitalize on. No, not even in a beast coming out at level 2. They went for the wild axes. They get the kill. HYM, thanks to that start in the early lane. Oh, look at this harass on Shadow. He's almost out of tangos already. This is looking really good for EHOME in this bot lane. And we've said before, Jakiro, one of the most annoyingly frustrating supports to have to deal with, because he just does this. He just commits the harassment. He keeps you locked down and locked out. And it's mighty scary. Well, Faith will take some damage in return from Sep, because of course Sep hits on 95. But Sep needs to be careful, of course. He can get caught out in this bot lane very easily because of the wild axe is able to break all the trees. Actually, well, it looks like PL's going to have to TP back to base. Might have to buy more tangos, to be honest with you. I mean, you're 3.5 minutes in the game and you burnt through them all. We'll take the south though instead. Old Chicken, just a little bit behind Mirana. Should do reasonably well in this lane. Of course, Mirana, I don't know if she's actually going to go for nags. And, well, there it is. Sep just hits like a truck and, well, they found that out the hard way right now. Don't worry, guys. I'll compose myself in a moment. I'm just still thrown off by that whole lane switch. I was like non-stop. The CTY has got the Sol Ring already, but... well, he needs to put more points into the web to really heal up. Mini could just spike down on him any chance he gets. Doesn't actually have any points in toss yet. Has opted for 2 into the tree grab and 2 into the avalanche. Understanding how important it is to keep this spider army down. Rest the spiders. Show them your true overlords. The bot lane though, Faith. They're slowing onto him. They're going straight in. Oh, there's the ice shards to trap him in. HYM getting a lot of burnout. Looks like Faith in a little bit of trouble. The snowball save is... oh, nice dodge out from the Splinter Blast as well. Faith will just salve up. They'll move back because Shadow doesn't want to hang around with this. Tusk is kind of annoying. He does trade better, but I mean, Tusk has the Arcane Rune. He's ready to rock in a few more seconds, so Shadow will have to use the Doppelganger defensively. Remember, that's 20 seconds now, so he could turn on him. Ice shards, they think about it. Choose not to because, of course, Jakiro has backed up for the moment. He's clarity up to make sure he can get those dual breaths going. And in terms of aggression, honestly, when all heroes are here, EHOME does have the advantage. They have the saving grace of the snowball, as well as so much damage coming out from Jakiro. So when you stack in these fights hard, HYM is going to actually be the defining factor. especially with if they start living in a beast, which they still haven't actually done yet with Faith. Opting for 2 points into the Wild Axe and 2 points into the Call of the Wild. That's kind of odd, actually. When you've got 3 heroes here, you're usually better off putting that extra point or 2 into Inner Beast. And Faith is going for Phase Boots this game. Know that he's not going to be harassed out too much. He's either dead or alive. There's not really any in between for him in this lane. Whereas it looks like Hyde rotating towards the top. I don't know if they'll be able to move on to Old Chicken here. I mean, honestly, as soon as Mirana walks away from the lane, you're going to be paranoid on Old Chicken, so not likely to be able to find that. And slight level advantage to Mini at the moment. CDY won't be too far behind him, of course. Once you start putting points into Incapacitating Bite, that's when this gets really horrible for Mini. Well, though, bot lane. Well, Innocent's actually going mid. They're going to go for this, going to circle around. Mini does do the stun, but there's a snowball in. Going to catch him out right away, and they do actually get second hero involved just in the end. And look at the ice shards, perfectly trapping him. And Mini, he's going to die off. Sep, a little bit too late. Close, but no cigar. You won't be able to save him at all because he hasn't actually even put a point into Living Armor yet. And I got to say, Living Armor might have made the difference there. Arguable whether it would, of course, because of the small spiderlings. But if you block out the big damage first, he could have maybe lived. That's kind of very optimal, right? He could have optimistic. He could have maybe, probably not, maybe. You know, he could have had children. He could have grown up to be great. And Old Chicken, gonna try and harass him out here. They won't get too much done though. Only down to half HP, and of course he'll salve up instantly. Does have the range drop as well, which makes him a very hard kill to find, even with 3 points into the Starstorm. And Innocence is going to run into tree, and Innocence does actually hit faster, so it's not favorable fight. And oh no, Sep gets trapped in here, but he's next to tree, so he should be fine. And well, Innocence decides against this because actually Sep hitting pretty fast. I'm going to be careful against Sep. Can be quite annoying. Once again, H1 the harassment. Shadow just keeps buying salves. There's no choice here. Not getting great farm. 11-8 versus the 35-18 of the Beastmaster. Honestly, I've got to give it to EHOME. Jakiro was the right pick here. It's causing all kinds of havoc for Eclipse's safe laner. Tiny's farming pretty well, so's the Mirana though, and that's the thing. You are shutting down the Phantom Lancer because you know you haven't really got a clear way to deal with it just yet, but you're not really applying any sort of pressure on Tiny or on Mirana, and that's going to work against you eventually because when Mirana comes on the line as a right click, and she starts off bad, but actually the scaling, if you look at the gain she gets per level, it's 3.2 agility per level. That's considerably high. I mean, look at comparison. Razor gets 1.8 agility. But he's meant to be an anti-carry, it's understandable. Well, Hyde returned to his bot lane. They want to jump on Faith. Faith is a big kill for them right now. One of the richest members of this game. And yep, he's going to go in. He does have the primal roll on Beyond, but can he actually use it in time? He'll throw it out onto PL, but slowed so much. He's dead. Oh, the Fairy Fire. He should stay alive from this. No, there's the Spirit Lance going out. They'll get the kill just before he can escape. And you could kind of feel it, right? The yes relief followed by just a Spirit Lance in the booty. And they will get a little bit pushed on. Of course, Cold Embrace really handy for pushing towers here. The good old timeless strategy since Wiper's introduction. And HYM, he gets caught in the top lane. Ghost just runs him down, and Old Chicken not able to save him at all. Yeah, no, I remember that was like one of the other things people realized about Winter Wyvern is that Cold Embrace is less heal. Someone can confirm that. I know there's been slight change to it over time, but I don't know if that was one of them. This is where I need my stat man. Where's my stat man? Yes, I did just try and sing Scat Man into that. Just speed bop it, you know, deal with it. But Old Chicken, I mean, he's actually catching up on Mirana now. And look, this is what we're talking about. He switches the static link out, she'll move away straight away. He's still 7 damage, but that's worthless here. And she's going to out-level him. She's going to outscale him as this goes out, right? Because if he can't stay next to her, he's in trouble. They don't have a silence available, which means Mirana's always going to be able to leap away. So she's the worst target for him. But the problem is, as this game goes on, she's going to do a lot of damage. I think she'll be second hardest hitting. PL's going to be worried if he gets hands on Diffusal, but right now, poor man's Phantom Lancer, not poor man's shield, but poor man's Phantom Lancer, not able to really get much. Sep, he's invis here. HYM, that's now Hyde straight away. They can't move on to HY, but he has got the Ice Path. Plus, Dual Breath does slow you considerably. The 32 attack slow and move slow, it's 32%. You will feel it, and you will feel it hard. And well, Shadow, man, I do feel for him this game. I can't believe I'm saying I feel for a Phantom Lancer, but the feels, man. Feels bad, man. Easy why he needs to do exactly what he's doing right now. He needs to be going between the jungle and the lane. Of course, being able to do that very easily, especially as the dire safe mid laner, because of course you can just move through the trees and use the web. I wonder, is Ghost gonna... Yep, he's going for the Dragon Lance first. That way, Old Chicken will never even be able to touch him with the static link, and he'll probably lose this lane if they don't rotate soon. Wow, the lane phase is about to finish anyway, but the point is, Old Chicken won't be able to hold back Ghost once he gets that Dragon Lance. Meanwhile on the bot lane though. Oh, there's a Primal Roar out. Phantom Lance in a little bit of trouble. They will stop it with a Centaur Conqueror Stomp, a nice use of the Cold Embrace. They'll turn around. Mirana showing up with a Moonlight Shadow. She's going to jump straight in. Faith taking a lot of damage here. Can they find why? They should be able to get Innocence. They'll get Faith, and Innocence saves himself with Snowball. Not able to save his comrade though. Will look to move away. Nice Ice Path coverage by HYM. The slows are untouched though. They're not done just yet. Mirana moving forward with the leaps. Will find the final right click and get herself a double kill. Ghost coming out with a nice rotation there. And what looked to be maybe Phantom Lance dying completely turned around. Primal War basically blown and gets nothing from Beastmaster. And actually, I just noticed Beast did opt for the Hood of Defiance this game, realizing there's a decent amount of magic damage potentially there, especially if Diffusal eventually does turn up. But Phantom Lancer, his lane, a much needed gank as they do shut down Faith and shut out his supports. Actually, if you look at the gold swing, it's slightly favoring Eclipse now, and while rotations like that are crucial. Mirana starting to really come online with a lot of damage. Does have enough for the Hurricane Pike now. Sorry, not Hurricane, Dragon Lance. We'll be looking at Hurricane though, just in case you see an Orchid coming out. And TTY maybe a little bit greedy here, going for the Midas this game. I mean, when you actually think about the gains you get, there's 20% cooldown reduction or 35% XP gain, then the 20 Spiders attack damage or 50 attack speed, finally the 60 Insatiable Hunger damage lifesteal, or the 350 Spiders health. I wonder if you go the Spider build this game. I think you should. I think it's pretty decent here. But I think it's going to depend on if Mini gets a lot of gold in this mid game. If he does, then honestly, you're just going to feed the Spiders. Otherwise, not a bad choice. Innocence, they're circling round. The slow comes out. There's going to be an arrow. Follow him through. They should be able to clip it. Oh no, he gets caught right at the edge. Innocence, big arrow out from Ghost. Mega kill streak for him. And this Mirana doing work up to 5 kills now. No deaths at all. And this is not going to get easier. We were saying she's going to farm pretty damn well here. Has actually chosen to get her hands on the Yasha instead of going for the Dragon Lance. Realizing that actually she's fully in control right now. But yeah, I mean, that's the right choice. Right now, you don't need the extra attack range, you need the chase. We saw that she was wasting leaps, or not wasting, but using the leaps to chase down the remainders of EHOME after that fight bomb. And this will just allow her to just keep up consistently without worrying. Tiny, there's a blink in, reveals it to Faith, but not able to kill. Use the Hood of Defiance a little bit late, so it didn't make a difference, but Tiny not actually got enough damage to kill him off just yet. Really needs an Echo Save. I'm actually going to choose to go for the Shadow Blade. So Shadow Blade and Blink. I guess if your Tuck's walking away, you definitely have to kill him. Raze in the top lane. He's going to drop. Mirana, though, they can find the return kill. And now they'll look for Sep. They've got him dusted up. And Jakiro dies in the bot lane in the meantime. Eclipse smell blood. And they take advantage of the fact there's so many heroes on the side of EHOME top. But they can't get their hands on Trent. He's just too fast moving. The Tusk, he tries to guess it with the Ice Shards. Guesses wrong, though, I'm afraid. And kills back and warp, but the crucial one here, despite the fact you lose 2 heroes, is the Mirana. At Mirana, worth a decent amount of gold. As you can actually see there, they split it between them, 378 between 3 heroes. So, nice little shift in gold for them. And, well, Mini keeps it even for his team by taking that bot tower. Actually, keeps a slight advantage. Can Shadow now actually catch up on the gold? He's up to 1.4k gold on him. I wonder if he's going to go for the Diffusal or if he's going to tank up. I don't know if you can get the Diffusal quick enough to make it worthwhile now. Might be better off to actually get your hands on a different item. But Sep will move away there. Sep moving really fast. Of course, Tranquil just allows you to move so damn quickly here, as we're seeing with the movement speed. As he has maxed out Nature's Guys and takes the ward down. He's going to keep it on Tusk, but not sure you can really do much here. If he popped a dust right now. Unlikely they have no idea that Sep is around here. There's no indication for them. But they're pinging out. They're moving towards Tusk here. They got 4 heroes top on the side of Eclipse. They're going to look to move on him. Sep going so damn fast here. Oh, there's a jump in. Mini with the avalanche toss. Gets rid of Tusk straight away. Ice Bar popped on Mini. Needs to move away quickly because Faith does have access to the Primal Roar, which would set up the static link steal for Old Chicken. But they decide against it. They know Tiny's a tanky hero, and with Ghost nearby, you can't really try and jump Mini. It's just too many heroes from the side of Eclipse here. I mean, you know they have the advantage at this stage of the game, so you have to play around that. Especially with Tiny having the blink online. Actually, it looks like they will just accept that top tower is going to go. And Sep keeping an eye on Old Chicken here. Actually keeping an eye on Faith and Old Chicken as well as HYM. He has the vision from the ward as well, so he knows exactly where they all are. They know they're safe to take that top tower, and they do so. But right now, I think the big concern for EHOME is they're keeping it even on the gold, but they are actually getting no towers. They need to get towers soon. Problem is, there's so much control from Eclipse, especially with the heals coming out from Trin. Well, CTY thinks about going in, but the ping's coming out. Oh, there's a dust used. They actually hit anything up. They're going to look towards Broodmother here. But there's so many heroes from EHOME, and there's the jump in. Eclipse in a little bit of trouble. His mini gets clocked up with the use of the barbecue being slapped down with the pucker part. They'll actually find the kill onto Tiny with the Primal Roar. Allowing them to follow up on the Winter Wyvern now. Sep needs to move away quickly. Almost gets CTY, but can't quite do it. And there's the Starstorm usage by the hasted Marauder, who will secure that kill. That's a big one on CTY for 50 seconds, but they're going to push in on this tower. Eclipse might actually finally lose their first one. Can actually stop the push. Beastmaster taking a lot of damage here. Shadow as well, though. Oh, Pause coming out in the middle of a fight here. Old Chicken actually... Is he static linked up? No, he's not static linked up, but he has got his ultimate running. They should be able to finish off this tower pretty easily. I don't think you can defend this as Eclipse. You need to move away. Your two heroes down. That's okay, guys. CTY died because connection issues. That's the story we're sticking with. Shut up. That's the only story there is here. CTY is a god, right? Wink, wink. That's like me in every pub game. But we don't want to hear about my pub games. I usually do. Hey, you know, he's a big guy. I mean, pretty muscly tree, really. Well, actually, no, he's not. He's, to be honest, he hits pretty hard for a tree because he's a tree, not because he's muscly. In fact, he's pretty twiggy in that regard. Sorry, I had to make the pun. So Ghost is actually in the middle of this, and if I'm not mistaken, he does have the haste plus 2 leaps. He should be able to move away quick enough. They don't have any stun. No, they've got Snowball. But if they Snowball and they pull in on this, Ghost can pull back far enough. They might be able to deny the tower as a result. I don't think they're going to Snowball in. They're probably talking about it right now. Jakira has got the ice part. Oh, no. Ghost is dead. If he does not leap instantly, he's dead. He has no vision of HYM here. Or does he? Let's actually check with their vision. He has vision. Okay, so he can see the ice path. They're probably pinging this right now. If Ghost leaps instantly, he should live. But that's going to be a close call. And in fairness, it was EHOME's decision to pause here, so... See what happens. Ice Path coming out. No, they won't be able to hit. They actually cancelling in. They move forward on Shadow straight away, make the smart choice. They pick him off. And now Sep, he's Ice Pathed up. They use it wisely and they find that kill. That's 4 dead on the side of Eclipse in trading for the 1. Not to mention the fact they got the tier 1 tower. And that fight recap, well, almost 1,500 gold going the way of EHOME with the net worth. And those are some big kills to find. That's exactly what they need. Okay, Eclipse have been running away with this laning phase, and well, it looks like EHOME have had enough of it. Utilizing the fact that they shut down Shadow so well, they're just keeping the pressure on. They know Mirana, while being a tough cookie, isn't exactly tanky, so she wants to be on the pressure factor, right? She doesn't want to be on the defensive because she doesn't handle it that well. She can leap away, but leaping away doesn't actually turn the fight for you. Tiny, well, he's got the blink dagger. Actually going to go towards a 4-staff this game. I don't think I've seen Tiny cores do 4-staff in a long, long time. But, in fairness, I mean, with the Ice Shard, with the Primal Roar and everything else, it's not the worst choice. There's a lot of justifiable reasons to build a 4-staff here. But, Sep. Actually, I get the bot tower. Old Chicken takes that, and suddenly, after maybe not a great laning phase other than the bot lane, EHOME starting to move a little bit forward here. I wonder... Oh, I wonder... No, Mini, not 4-staff. Okay. Or is it... No, he's got it coming out right now. He has got the 4-staff, so he's committed to that. Say 4-staff, then Shadowblade. Just go full utility in the control factor. Macro might get slapped down and stop this push, but they can still keep going if they want to. Eclipse get a reasonable amount of damage in. The problem is Bruce going to be pushing in your mid lane as well. CT wide. He actually finds Phantom Lancer. Phantom Lancer in a lot of trouble here, but Moonlight Shadow is activated. They're going to probably look towards CTY here. Step walking straight in. CTY has no clue about this. Oh, it's a DD. There's the use of the ultimate by Sep. The clearance with Mini there. The DD perfectly found just to kill off CTY practically instantly, to be honest with you. Hit so hard on the slide, it's pretty much wiped them straight away. And did someone say money? Because I think that sounded a lot like money. Oof. 750 gold changing hands there. Eclipse just taking that slight advantage away from EHOME. And CTY is going to have to be careful now. Even without the DD, me would have cleared those creeps and cleared you as well. Now, Old Chicken, a lot of trouble. They're going to try and get max use out the DD. There's a jump in straight away. Old Chicken going to use the static link, but it doesn't matter. You're going to be dead. There's no escape here. Murata shows up as well. Can he actually get away? Uses the hood to stay alive just a little, but nope. Ghost gets the final love tap in, and a little bit more money for them. Now in the bot lane, though, looks like they're going straight on the Shadow. A little bit of trouble. He doesn't have the doppelganger away. Will turn around and Innocence do a lot of damage. There's Murata going in. Does catch Innocence. Needs to go for more, though. HYM next on the hit list. Can actually choose to get rid of the creeps instead, because she didn't have any leaps available. So smart choice, really. They'll move away on the side of EHOME. They do get Shadow, but Shadow's not worth much right now, right? He's up to 6k net worth, and they just got the kill on the Razor, who's at 6.8k, and the Tusk at 2.5. So better trade for them, most definitely. And Eclipse, I mean, honestly, they had that slip up in the mid-fight. It didn't work out for them. But now getting back to what they're good at, what they know they can do, which is the small individual ganks that just net them so much gold as this goes on. And, you know, keeping CTY dead is really important here, as they know. CTY could probably farm up the quickest. Has got an Orchid now. And Mirana, she's gone for the Manta. No surprise there. Already anticipating that CTY would try and get his hands on an Orchid quickly here. But he can still use that to kill out Phantom Lancer. So Phantom Lancer easily soloable right now. It's going for the Mana Star as we predicted, knowing that he can't get away with doing a defusal this game. At least not yet. But stay tuned. And oh, CTY, he gets caught out by Mini there. And they'll know there's a ward, but this is exactly the sort of thing that you see in high-level Dota, right? You see the ward about to expire, that's why they move. If that was a freshly placed ward, it's not worth necessarily jumping on CTY there. You just wait and then move onto him somewhere else. But because that's now expired, EHOME going to be looking for a ward that no longer exists. And that's something important to remember. Always weigh that up. If you want to actually go for a kill and there's wards down, keep in mind, are your wards freshly placed? Because if they are, losing that vision straight after for one kill might not be worth it. Although, in fairness, CTY worth a lot of gold. Well, Sep, he wants to move here, but Shadow the only one near to help, and not exactly the most tanky of individuals. Shadow bladed up on Faith, though. He's going to go in for this. They will have a heal available. Oh, there it is. Jumps around the Shadow. There's going to be the living armor going out. Faith going to turn around for this, but Old Chicken, he's there. Snowball in. Shadow a little bit of trouble. Actually needs a cold embrace to save his life. Oh, there's a Witness Curse going out. They're going to kill off Tusk so quickly. And the Wild Axes confirming the kill on Shadow at the end. And both teams will have to move away and be happy with that, because EHOME don't have any other core nearby. Mini trying to get out quickly, but might arrive a little bit too late. Sep keeping an eye on things, but oh no, they've got a sentry down. They know exactly where he is. Ice Path out. Sep in a little bit of trouble. Does get out of range, but no. He finds himself slowed at the worst time. Stuck away from the trees. Sep, Cold Embrace going to save him for the time being. Does Tiny want to go in? Doesn't look like he wants to. He's like, nope, no deal there, buddy. If only he could have got close to that tree, they would have maybe been able to escape, because I don't think they had any. No, they had one more sentry. They would have been able to get him regardless, but big pick off. 40 seconds on the sideline for Sep, and now I think they'll push in that bot lane. I mean, EHOME have the push power here. They've got level 3 attack speed in a beast, and of course they've got Jakiro with a maxed out liquid fire, as well as having a wonderful Hellbear smasher here. It's about to die. Rip Hellbear. This is the annoying thing about Jakiro. He can come and do this, and it's kind of why I like to actually see the Treant pick still here, because of course it deals with Jakiro's very casual split push quite well. But Murata moving to the top lane here. Has gone for the Maelstrom this game. Will be going towards the Linkers next. Does not want to be stunned up, and oh, the arrow through won't hit the mark. Leave before though. She wants White Innocence, so she'll find him because he attacks so quickly, and now she'll actually allow her illusion to push the tower a little bit. They force the glyph, but she'll TP out. And I think that was a mistake by EHOME there. I don't think she would have got the tower. It would have been deniable. But CTY, he's got that Orchid. He needs to find some kills soon, but well, Smoked Up is Hyde and Tiny here. And Sep nearby, and oh, there's a jump in straight away. They do find HYM, kill him off so quickly. Ice Path will clip on the Tiny. There's a silence going on the Wyvern. Nice root coming out from Sep though. Broodmother not really able to capitalize. Goes into the spit, not enough, but there's the use of the ultimate. Hyde does die in the end, but PL actually going to go in on this Broodmother. She's losing a lot of health. She'll die off. Nice root coming out from Sep, and now they have to move away after the static link. They know they can't stay to fight because Phantom Lancer, but you that many illusions go, you're a little bit scary. Mini not able to actually find the mark with the Avalanche there. Does have the Shadow Blade and the 4 stuff coming up, so could look for more. Oh, Old Chicken They're going to go for it. Oh, no, he misses the mark there. Didn't actually get the toss off. Nice move away by Old Chicken just in time. But now, your mid lane, you're going to lose that tower. There's no way you stop this tier 2 push. And Eclipse quickly reminding EHOME that they're not the only ones that have a lot of push power here. The Mirana hitting hard and fast. Almost over 200 damage. Oh no! They find Beastmaster on the side. The snowball saves through, but he's still going to die afterwards. Tusk with the water punch on the ghost, but looks like they're going to turn for PL. He's taking a lot of damage here. Needs to move away. Doesn't have the doppelganger for 5 seconds. Is going to stay alive thanks to Sep, but no. They melt through both Sep and Shadow there. So 2 for 2 trade, really. And look, a deniable tier 2 mid. Well, they actually haven't denied it yet. Mini does escape, as does Ghost, of course, because of the leaps he had remaining. And will proc a haste to just make sure he definitely gets out there. But nice save from Tusk. Of course, Beastmaster still dies off, but he buys enough time that Jakiro gets in position for the ice path into the macro part. And you cannot underestimate macro part. Interestingly enough, not a level 2 one, by the way. Jakiro not choosing to level it yet. But oh, there's the Witness Curse out into Tusk. In a little bit of trouble. There's the Starstorm forward. Gonna look for him, but oh, Silence on the hide. He's in a lot of trouble here. He's gonna die off to Brood, and now Ghost has to move away. Actually miss out completely. Will manage to escape with the TP out, but mistakes made there as they notice CTY has picked up a blink now, and I don't think that's the right move for the Witness Curse. They didn't throw out an arrow for a start, which meant they definitely were never gonna get that kill. And Eclipse, they need to be careful. They've got a slight gold lead, but they're not careful about this. They will throw it away. Interesting enough, they haven't denied that tier 2 mid. They didn't want it to go down. They want to keep up the towers as long as possible. But they are smoked up on the side of EHOME, and they are about to walk into Mirana, who they spy out with the Warden. Shadowblade up on Beastmaster. There's the Roar coming out. Ghost trying to farm out Linkers. Can he do it quick enough? Doesn't look like he's going to get out of here in time. Taking so much damage to leap away. Killed mid-leap there as the Macropod just melts through him so quickly. And now, off the back of that, they're pinging on the Roche. They really want to go for this. And with Faith, they can do it. They've got the Necronomicons as well as the Spiderlings. They've got a lot of damage here. We'll jump straight in. Won't take very long at all. I wonder if Brood's going to come help. Maybe just keep pushing for Brood. They're smoked up with Brood and Innocence here. Oh, Sep. He pops the smoke. They have got dust, but they think it's the Phantom Lancer. This is actually well done by Ghost. Makes it look like he's actually the real one. Oh, Avalanche in. There's the Witness Curse coming out. Roshan so low, but they're off the mark, so they don't want to go in there to jump in. Mini goes for it, actually snatches the Aegis, and they actually force them all out of the Roche pit. Maybe not in a favorable way. They can take out Tiny, but they might lose heroes afterwards. Not the best choice to do the Cold Embrace, because look how much damage you've given across the Razor. Hitting for 270 plus damage. They'll proc that. They will actually find the kill to treat on the side as well, but can Tiny stand up to this? There's a lot of damage. Will Shadowblade up instantly. Looks like Phantom Lancer going to use the Doppelganger to move away here. And EHOME, they don't want to fight this any longer, because of course they are going to run out the static link soon. They'll make their fabulous escape in the snowball, but EHOME, I mean, fantastic snatch by the side of Eclipse, but they do miss out on the gold gain. They lose Sep, and they lose the Aegis as well. I don't know. I think EHOME came out of that okay, all things considered. They still get the gold, and they'll be wanting to even up this gold soon. Of course, the Aegis would have been a big deal. They would have allowed Old Chicken to just plow forward no matter what. Or even Broodmother, to be honest. I actually imagine they would have put on the Brood. Razor's pretty tanky at this point. 2.2k health, not to mention, of course, the movement speed and so much armor. With the Brood, who has half the armor value. But I feel like, to an extent, you know on EHOME, if you let this go too late, Eclipse can get out of control. The Tiny, the Mirana, and the Phantom Lancer, they have fantastic stat scaling, as well as just being very effective heroes in the late game. I mean, that's kind of comes along thanks to the use of the leaps, the fact that Tiny can just clear everything with the trees. It's going to get more worrying the longer this goes on. EHOME know they want to finish it soon. Eclipse have a bit more comfort value there. And I'm not saying EHOME are completely defenseless in the late game, right? Race is still an anti-carry. Jakiro does a hell of a lot of damage, and Beastmaster, I'd say, is even more powerful the later this goes, because of course it's such a big deal with the Primal Roar. The problem is the Lincoln's being built on Mirana and actually just about complete here. She's not going to be a viable target anymore, and that's a big problem because she's one of the hardest hitters on their team. I mean, she almost hits harder than the Tiny right now. That's impressive. You can see it with the farm. She's got top net worth. We'll finally pick up the Lincolns. You know, Lincolns. And the plus 15 stat gain. Actually, is she hitting harder than Tiny now? 238. He hits harder than Tiny. I can confirm. Mirana has been lifting. He's so swole right now. Look at those muscly arms. You can tell. That looks like a completely stimmed up map if I've ever seen one. Oh, looks like they jump on a C2I. Can't quite find the kill. Ice Path will return for this. The witness curse on the Beastmaster. They can't force anyone to attack him. They will room in place though. Need to move away from this. Be careful on the retreat. And they can't quite finish CTY with the illusions, as he does of course have free movement with the web. But they going for more. Eclipse jump straight on old chicken. Can they kill him off quick enough? He's so damn tanky right now. And Beast, they might look towards that. Ghost going in for this kill. Doesn't have a diffusal, so it's a little bit hard. Hits the arrow though, and that's going to be Faith dead. No escape from that factor. Actually, the Ice Path not even touched on the Ghost. And now they need to get out of dodge because Mini's looking for something more. Can't quite find it with the Shadow Blade up. They already anticipated and moved away. Does he want to go deep with this? It'd be pretty ballsy. He could maybe jump HYM in time, but maybe instead you just look to push in this lane. Or rather push in mid. Right now, you've actually got the Necronomicon creeps pushing out the top lane. God damn it. Beastmaster still committing even when he's dead. Commitment to the cause, guys. And I don't know if Eclipse actually want to push in. They only got one kill. I think they were hoping for a secondary. So it might be a bit risky for them to go in. Maybe play a bit defensive. They've got a 3k network lead, so they are building traction again. And that's good for them. EHOME, they've got some critical items that will be a big deal. For example, they've got the Blink Dagger on Tusk. Interestingly enough, they're going to have him go towards a Desolator next. Just looking for that one punch. Now I'm just going to stop singing that right now. CTY a little bit more clear. Went for the BKB. Now I imagine maybe an Assault Curious would be a good choice. Maybe a Basher. You don't see Basher picked up too often in Brood Buff. It's not a bad item though, because you can see how quickly he attacks already, thanks to the Orchid pickup. And Basher could give you that extra control to get kills. Mini, however, it's a bit more straightforward. He's going for the Shivas. We've said already his whole focus is on control, and he's going to keep that going. Of course, the extra int is going to be very much welcome for a mana-intensive scenarios. He barely ever seems to have full mana available. That's for the Mirana. Well, she's actually going to be going for the Mjolnir. I wonder if she'll go for an MKB. I don't know if that's a bit greedy. You maybe want to get stats over that. Skadi, potentially, I'd say, is a decent item here. But EHOME, they're stacked in the bot lane. They want to push in here. Faith should be joining up with them soon. Has got the level 1 Necronomicon currently. Actually going to choose to get a Shadow Blade over leveling that up by the looks of it. Shadow Blade, no, sorry, full stuff. Already has the Shadow Blade. Eclipse, they're smoked up and moving in here. There's 4 of them involved in this. Shadow lagging behind will probably just farm the lane. Eclipse, Moonlight Shadow, they get popped on the smoke though, a little bit earlier there. Now goes the sigil from Tusks, and well, there's going to be a blink away by Hyde there, who has got a Blink Dagger and a gem down. Oh, Curse out and Brood to control her up. And there's the jump in by Tiny, looking for the kills. Nice Shiva usage, but look at the save with the Snowball. They're controlling really well. Nice use of the Ice Shards to keep him off HYM. HYM sticks out everything, gets Tiny down to half health, and meanwhile Brood gets melted out by the rest of the side of Eclipse because EHOME panic and trying to move away. They're going to lose a Jakira as well. Chicken stand here trying to fight. Seth saved by the Cold Embrace. Chicken loses a lot of health now because they have got the Diffusal on the Phantom Lance, and no mana left for him. Roll in by the Tusk. He's going to die off in the end. No escape from that. Razor dead as well, but look at the blink away by Innocence trying to survive this. Won't get a chance as they jump in. The supports between them securing the final kill, and that's a team wipe. EHOME all dead, and now Eclipse are inside your base. They have access to 2 lanes, and you know they're going to push it with the Cold Embrace. They can easily do so. And GG called. EHOME tap out. Eclipse take it 2-0. And what an unexpected outcome. Honestly, it looked like EHOME could stabilize this. They were getting through that mid game with somewhat a shaky beginning, but doing pretty well. They got a lot of gold on CTY. They had Faith coming out of lane with a fantastic start. But Eclipse, in the end, the Mirana too much. The Phantom Lance are finally coming online despite the really bad start for him. And the supports on the mark with the heals, just keeping and sustaining these fights so much. And well, Eclipse, they walk away with the series. That's a 2-0 lead for them. And of course, that will be it for now. We need to organize what's going to actually happen with the finals, of course, because now EHOME being out of this, Eclipse will be going up against IGV in the finals. Oh, sorry, not in the finals. In the Rock Young will be going up against Eclipse. My apologies. I'm from them there. So yes, Rock Young, who got pushed down by IGV in the upper bracket. So looks like, according to my schedule, that might be on the 30th. I think we're going to have the grand final and the lower bracket final and the grand final on the 30th. I will confirm that for you guys. Yep, our schedule's showing that. We've been a bit jittery at the moment, mainly because, of course, there's a lot of tournaments going on, so a lot of teams to shake out any of them. Been kind of negotiating with a lot of us on what they can or can't do. So looks like we will have Rock Young versus Eclipse on the 30th. We haven't confirmed the exact times yet. My advice would be to check in on this channel the same time you did today. There's a good chance that Rock Young and Eclipse will be playing out then, and that should be a best of 3. And of course we should have a best of 5 final between IGV and whoever wins between Rock Young and Eclipse. But that is it for today, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Killer Pigeon.